Welcome to the Catalyst. Tomorrow is your series where we have opportunity and a platform to discuss, to have a deep dive on the governance of Enugu State and Nigeria, and the great achievement and transformational leadership and achievements under Governor Peter Mbah, the Tomorrow is Here series. Once again, I'm here with a Revered Royal Father, the Chairman of Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, Igwe, Ikechukwu, Samuel Asadu. Igwe, welcome to Tomorrow is Here series.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Igwe.
Thank you.
Igwe, I want to just start by asking you some, personal questions.
Yeah.
So, Igwe, what year did you become a traditional ruler?
Yes, I became traditional ruler on August 10, 2022. And from my family, that I confirmed my warrant to be a traditional ruler of my community. So it was a game-changing event for me and a life-changing event for me. So since then, it's been a welcome development that I didn't know God was trying to use me. So then I became, after a year and 3 months, I became the chairman of traditional rulers of Enugu State by custody of Dr. Peter Mbah, who saw the vision in me and then who talked to me, and then by the grace of God, he graciously gave me the position. And immediately after that, I became the chairman of the Southeast Traditional Rulers Council by providence.
Yeah.
I served the term for Enugu State. It completed from LOC Agabos to myself. So it was a game-changing time for me. It exposed me to a lot of platforms. And I became a board of trustee member, Council of Traditional Leaders of Africa, Nigerian chapter.
Wonderful.
So that's the momentum I've been going on, because I was, I don't know, I was born a king. Now I found out.
Wow. So, Igwe, how has it been challenging? How has the leadership of the Igwe-ship and other things, how has it been for you? Is it challenging? Is it rosy? And what?
Thank you. I told the governor when I appointed myself, I came to add value. I came to add value to the system, because I see the decay or the lackluster attitude of people who are kings already. So I came in to add value to them. I left the comfort zone. I lived in America for 30 years, in Dallas, Texas.
30 years?
Yeah, 30 years. And I did well. I came back on top. So I came in because I see somebody who is a visionary, who is a game changer, the governor himself. So he came from background of knowledge and then a background of love for the Enugu. So I acknowledge that. So I came in to support that, and I think I'm doing my best. I may not be the best for everybody, but somebody has to lead.
Yes.
And I stand corrected in any way possible.
So, Igwe, we're talking about the governor here, and you are the chairman of Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers. Very, very vital role, very consequential role in Enugu State and Nigeria at large. You're a leader. You understand when a leader is being truthful to the people. Yes. You understand when a leader is having some dilly-dally in the way he treats people. He's not straightforward. He's not leading the people right. Igwe, sir, how will you describe the inclusivity of Governor Mbah's administration? Is it a one-sided kind of leadership, or is his project in the infrastructure, is it an inclusive one? How can you describe that, Igwe?
Thank you. I will tell you a story. Peter Mbah is a game-changing phenomenon. Somebody you can't describe in 1 minute. His love for Enugu is magical and legendary. You can say that. Today I saw him. He was at Okubo's burial at Nsukka. We just left the church. I told the guy I'm coming over here. So he has brought in the intangibles. Somewhere we have a smart person with high IQ. So someone like me, I'm very well exposed. So I know who is who and who's coming over. And I'll give you a story. What can we say about him? A story of there's a guy called Robert Goodman. He's an American Air Force fighter. In 1982, December 8, he went to Lebanon. There was war in Syria, and then he was trying to fight the Syrians with an American jet, and they took him down as they captured him as prisoner of war, POW. So for 1 month, they held an American in Syria by former Asadu, the father of this Asad.
Yeah.
I'm likening this to Peter, but you can understand the story when I say it.
Yes.
Then they held him for 1 month, and America refused to negotiate. Reagan was the President Ronald Reagan. He said, America don't negotiate with terrorists, so that they can waste the guy. But the guy was one of the finest black people that could fly the airplane on planet Earth. His name is Robert Goodman. And as soon as everybody tried Reagan to negotiate and release the guy because he was a regionalist, they refused to do that. Then Jesse Jackson, a civil rights leader, took up the mantle to go and try to talk to them. So as soon as he called Assad Syria, Assad said, come in. So Jesse Jackson asked the president, can I go? I hope it's no negotiation. He said, no, you have a right to go anywhere. So when he went over there, as soon as the president of Syria saw saw Jesse Jackson coming to release of that good man. He ordered it released without consequences. Then they came back to Washington, D.C. The president sent the Air Force One to pick the two of them back from Syria, Lebanon. So they came back, and the press was trying to kill the president. Why did you release this guy? He said, you cannot quarrel with success.
You cannot quarrel with success.
So that's why I say you can't quarrel with Peter, but he's a successful guy. That's why I bring it home. So you cannot. There's nothing to quarrel with.
Yeah.
Under 2 years and 3 months, he's changed. He's a national figure. We're trying to package him for the next national level. I talk on those phrases. So we're trying to package him for national level. This Enugu state is too small for him.
That is wonderful. So Igwe, it's for a very long time since the creation and of University of Nigeria Nsukka. We had a lot of agitation from the people of Enugu North Senatorial Zone, saying that they have not had a fair share to the governance and leadership of the University of Nigeria Nsukka. And over how many years, the Governor Mbah administration came to he broke the jinx,
Yes.
Made it possible for an Nsukka man, someone from Enugu North Senatorial Zone, to become the VC. Igwe, how do you see that? How are your people feeling? Because you're the custodian of the culture, and also you hear what the people say.
Sure.
You hear the grassroots. You understand what the people say. You hear it firsthand, undiluted, like these raw facts. These are things that you hear from the people.
Yes.
How have the people of Enugu North Senatorial Zone? How have they seen this development of the new UNMVC that just emerged?
Thank you so much for that question. You can see I'm excited. The appointment is both legendary, exemplary, and monumental. I want you to quote me on that. It's both legendary, extraordinary, monumentary, and monumental. So we never had it so good. And again, Peter Mbah gave the political will.
Yeah.
He gave the political will for it to be achieved. It couldn't have been possible without him. I mean, God uses people. I know God does everything. Professor Simon Uche Natonya emerged as one. He gave us the platform. President Tinubu, I'm also going to say hi to him or say thanks to him for giving us a level playing ground for that emergence. My dad trained me from being a security guy from the university, so
wow.
I know what it means to raise the king from being a security guard. So it was something.
You were once a security guard?
No, my father.
Your father?
Just to raise money to train me as a nurse.
Wow.
So that was something that I've always, in his grave, I talked to him the day he went. So that, there's a dream come true. The whole time, that's 50% of the promise we asked for Peter Mbah. And he did it already under 2 years and 3 months. So I'm excited. Quote me on that. Because one day the campaign was going on, if he goes there, I said, just give us a VC. For 65 years, Nigerian independence, that was the University of Nigeria, we never had one. So now, we had all the professors, we have 290 professors from Enugu North Senatorial Zone. They're all smart people. Name it, but we lacked the political will. And this guy came and wielded in. So I thank all those who helped, who prayed, who went to the native doctor, who went to the church, who fasted, who prayed, who pleaded. Including myself, I did my own little best.
Yeah.
God uses people to do something. So, and again, I thank the ancestors for the 51% approval, because without them, it wouldn't have been gone, especially my father.
Yes.
So I thank you for that question. So we're happy. I told him when he came to the palace, I said, hey, you've done 75% of the project to Nsukka people. The 50% was only the VC.
And he has achieved 75%.
Yes, because the road, he told us, we dualize the road from Nike to Nsukka. What are we saying? He's already 15%, half of the quarter. So the other two was half of the quarter done. Then we talked about agitation for Dada State, who had been started since 1976. So he supported the agitation. So that's 15, even though the president did not promise to give us any state. But then again, we are agitating like every other region. In the Senate and House. And we're very hopeful we could come. Then that will give him another platform to be loved by this earth forever. So that's what I'm saying.
So in 2023, we had the political dynamics was, from the people Enugu North Senatorial Zone, some have some reasons not to have voted for him in 2023 general election. But this is just 2025, 2 years in his first term, Governor Mbah's first term. And we're already seeing gala of endorsement for Governor Mbah for 2027, from the people of Enugu North Senatorial Zone. Yes. Endorsing him already. So what's changed? What's that?
Why would we not endorse him? I say you can't quarrel with success. What am I talking about? 102 smart schools in one zone out of the 260. 102 type 2 primary health centers. Today I told you he was at the campus burial. The Catholic Church, they have the number. They have 30. Any election they want to win is Catholic Church, 35%. He works with our bishop, both old and new. That's one. I'm not a Catholic practitioner, but because I love what he did, I came there to welcome him. And then what are appointments? The Southeast Development Commission by the federal government. These are attractions. Did you see when Tinubu came in on January 86? He loved him. He couldn't even commission all his projects he wanted. What am I going to say? Are you talking about the youth's engagement? He's engaging the youth. So the changes has come. The changes, is innate. It's not. That's why I say you can't. Nobody can come and. I mean, he's his own political party. Peter Mbah is a political party.
Peter Mbah
is a political party.
Is a political party.
Yeah.
So okay. So that means that
I'm on the ground. Yeah, I'm on the ground. Since 3 years, I've retired and I'm home. Every day you see me.
So these things you are saying from from the let's say the grapevine.
Of course, there's going to be people that is going to say this, it wouldn't be, but the facts are real, and we
that the majority of people from Enugu North are saying
look at the CNG. We drove from Obote here.
I saw a video where you were. You were in that video. Yeah,
we went and spoke to him. Say, he's the guy. What else are we looking for? He just needs to carry those the politicians, try to negotiate, try to see what they're asking for. Those people that, because he's doing it on that 2.5 years, and sometimes he needs to have. He had a town hall meeting with us on August 9. I'm giving you dates.
Yes.
At the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, he had a town hall meeting with Nsukka, asked them what they wanted. All these things are things, and then the local government chairman he uses, he talks to them about those legacy projects they will live for, and then they are doing that. Some of them are tiling the roads, so some of them are doing other empowerment especially on the youth's attention, because focus needs to be on them.
So this 2027, are we saying that we can get a near 100% vote from Enugu North Central Zone? Near 100%. Near 100%.
Yeah, of course you can't get 100%. Yeah, so we that's what I'm talking about, and then we'll be on the ground to make that happen. Because of all these trajectories he's accomplished. So he talks, and walk the walk. Look at yesterday, the smart school. He promised the 2nd September. I put a press release for him. He keeps his timely. He said 2nd September.
The transition of the smart school.
Yeah. And again, he did it. One is in my community, which I will never experience anything from government except this. Everything my community has.
You have not. Your community
has never gotten anything from government. Has never gotten anything from the community. Everything they have, I brought.
Since the creation of Enugu State.
Yes.
Only Governor Mbah.
I built and it's free. I built the hospital is free. I built a food bank is me. I tied the road is me. So the youth empowerment is me for my company. Nothing else except the smart schools. And I had to spend money to break down the old school my father's built. So now they're working on, and he said it's going to be a sequential, systematic change. It's not a transition, but at least those experiential learning, those digital skills, those things that our children should be. So the stakeholders should embrace that. All of us should embrace that. Traditionalists should embrace that. And I'm glad that he's talking to the traditionalists. He used somebody like me. We can engage them. We're on the grassroots. And again, he said about ownership of the project. We don't want anybody to vandalize the schools. We want them to be owned by the communities. That's why he's doing this. I'm glad the forest guard is coming on board. We're working on all this.
So from your end, Igwe, what are the traditional rulers doing to make sure or ensure that as council, that your council is going to make sure that they protect, that the people, the indigenous people, protect those assets, because these are your assets.
Thank you so much. Governor Mbah spent over 1.2 billion naira in one of the smart schools.
Each of
them.
School.
So think about it. So 35% of the state budget is on education. So now you can tell that Dr. Chimo or Dr. Onyishidem, the professor in charge of FSB, they're all working, and the secretary to state government, Professor Onya, he's another phenomenal guy. He talked about ownership. He had a conference. Invited all the kings from all the regions that are very vital. And I'm working on them. I'm one of those stakeholders that will talk to them. We just need a little enablement.
Yes.
Encouragement. That's what traditional laws. They need to be acknowledged more than they are, more than now, so that we can meet, and we are the custodian. And everybody community had a way of securing what belongs to them, because any school that is having a problem will affect the 261 in the whole state. So everybody has to know that the people preferring so even some of them are building their neighborhood watch or forest guard office close to the school. So it could be, because the governor requested for measures that the king assigned. What are the measures 5 measures you have in place to secure the school?
Do you see Governor Mbah winning 2027 general election?
Of course, it's a guarantee. What else? Who could be the challenger?
There's nobody.
Who could be?
So
the record.
Those people,
even the ones that have done there, he has performed better than anybody else, because he doesn't just hire people. He doesn't just employ people. You have to have the intangibles.
So those people who are making some political, schemings that they want to contest against him, that are going to, it seems like I'm making noise.
I don't know who. I don't know anybody that wants to contest. Who? I mean, what has the person done, both local and state and federal level? Who? You have to have a record. Now, show me the job. I'm telling you for what I know. Yesterday you had his broadcast. Today, I told you he's in Nsukka today. He's always in commissioning. I told him, if you're not tired of commissioning, I'm not tired of coming out. Anytime he calls me commissioner, I come there. Because look at the Position Hotel, look at the Emirates gas plant. Is it something? Look at the roads he's constructing.
The international conferences that I think he hosted over 20,000 lawyers.
Of course. It's a game.
And it's somehow that it's something very symbolic that over 20,000 lawyers came to Enugu State,
yes.
And I think we have not had that they had any issues.
Our IGR was increased. Of course, that everybody benefited from it. Even the people selling pure water, they had some bumper harvest. That cost of him because he saw that and embraced the town, the ICC center. Yes. And now, do you know it's booked till February next year? Do you know? The center is booked for. So that's why how we can raise our IGR. The center is booked up from now till then.
And the governor was, I think, at the Chambers of Commerce for Governor Series, where he was telling those investors and other people who were there that the state is planning to, add additional six fleet, to Enugu Air.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, he doesn't rest.
Igwe, it's not up to 1 year that Enugu Air started.
So that's 4 months ago. What are you talking about? 1 year. What was that the commissioning ceremony?
So adding 6, is that not too? Is that not too audacious?
All we need to do is very audacious. All we need to do is to pray for him. We don't know. I mean, he's working in synergy with the president, and I would love that. So the first lady was here. We gave him a high title, and then the president was here. All this year. So he's the guy. He's a political party, like I said. He's a movement. So we never had it that fairly good. 2 years and a half. Not up to 2 years and 3 months. May 29th, and this is September 20-something, 23rd. Think of it. So he's been able to put himself in all the space of the economy. All this phase of the economy, he's been able to speak in London, he's been able to, he's outspoken, he talks to the media. How many of our previous talks to the media?
So, Igwe, as a custodian of culture, so how do you just few words, like how do you think we should things that we should do to preserve our culture, Yeah,
thank you. Culture is always evolving. Life is evolving. Change is constant. So what is not constant what is constant is change, and we need to embrace change. So those things are the things we preach. That's why I stay in the village to talk to people about preserving those cultures that are very relevant. Those ones that we can argue about and doesn't really add value to what we are. Then we just mend it so that you suit the ancestors. Some of us have been voted in by ancestors. So whatever we do is supposed to be right. But nobody's perfect. So I would do, especially on the youths, I engage them. You guys say are youths. I'm talking to you people because I came from that perspective. When I was your age, nobody was talking to me. So I swore that if I get on the throne, I came back for the youth, so I can engage you people constructively. Not that I'm perfect; I have problems, but I just have. What I mean by personal is personal problems. But because I came, God sent me on this purpose. I admitted that. Not everybody could be. God be sending a message, and you understand that. So I came from a background of, hard work, excellence pays, and never knowing the community they crime both home and abroad.
Just to juxtapose, you spoke about hard work. While listening to the governor's speech yesterday, he said he grew from the slums of Port Harcourt.
Yes, I heard that.
And it's quite inspiring when we see people like you who have seen it all in life, trying to talk to our young persons. So, how do you see such speech? How can you describe his speech?
That's why he's successful, because hard work. As an man, he's even lucky he lived in Port Harcourt. I lived in the village, even though I'm not compared to he's the executive governor. He has all the machineries to be who I can't compare with him. But anyway, we're all humans.
Yeah.
So he's very smart. So he's lucky. Some of us grew up from the village, and I'm a nurse by profession. I nursed for 37 years, but I nursed to the top. So because of stint of hard work, my father and mother instilled on me. The community knows. So myself, I didn't know what I was going to be, but I went there. The only opportunity I had, I used very well.
So, and that also entails about preaching on sustaining and our family value.
Yes. I said, honor your father and mother so your days will be long. That's the little commandment. The kids or the youths or all human race need to go back to those 10 commandments.
So, Igwe, just in the final note, Igwe, in 2 words, just describe the person of Governor Peter Mbah.
He's a man with a very unusual ability, who is phenomenal, who is human. He's not a talker, he's a doer. So I love him because he's a smart man. His IQ is very high. I think his IQ is higher than mine. I'll give it that. So he's a hardworking man, and God blesses him. All we owe him is pray for him, especially we that carry the fall. We pray for him and for long life and prosperity for his family, for everybody to be cool. And then I describe him as somebody who is I call him a game changer. He started by business unusual. Of course, that's his slogan. So that's what we're doing. And again, tomorrow is here. You can tell that tomorrow is actually here. What we are going to see tomorrow, next tomorrow, we are seeing today. So those are the things that gets me excited. And again, and I take that to the national level. I take that international level. I speak everywhere.
Oh, that is fine. So it's quite also an interesting conversation with our revered traditional ruler, Igwe Ogadagidi, the chairman of Council of Enugu State Traditional Rulers. It's quite very, very interesting speaking with you. It's insightful that we learn a lot from people like you. So thank you and welcome to the Catalyst on Tomorrow is Here series. I thank you and appreciate you. And we'll continue to grow Enugu State and Nigeria at large. Thank you very much, Igwe.
Okay. Next time when it's time for the election, call me. I'll speak again.
No problem.
We'll see the indices, and the indices will be clear. He has no competitor.
He has no competitor.
I don't have any. I don't see anybody who nobody has ever told me he wants to contest to be a governor.
Yeah.
He's the only one that people are saying go back to second term, and after that we'll prepare him for national stage.
Thank you very much, Igwe. Thank you very much. Okay.